I moved from Massachusetts to Rhode Island to become sober. I had an experience that propelled me to become sober. So after that experience, I went to a detox, and then I did a 6-month program called the Salvation Army in Rhode Island. And so that program was a faith-based program, and that helps me get on the right path again. I'll say that program is what got me sober. And then after that program, I did a living sober house for another 6 months. So I was always in like a structured environment around recovery, but
yeah, so you had support systems.
Yeah.
Perfect.
How about you?
So I went into the 12-step program after those 7 years because my life had basically, it was falling apart. I guess comparing bottoms to other people, it wasn't as bad of a bottom externally, right? Like I wasn't homeless and I had no deed, I hadn't lost everything, but internally I just felt completely like empty and broken, and I just could not handle like repeating the same pattern, right? I just felt like I was living Groundhog's Day, like it was the same thing over and over, and I just wasn't. The most painful part was I felt like I was not living up to what I could be. Right? Like my idea of my potential and what I could be did not match my actions and what I was doing with my life. And that was like extremely painful for me. So that's what compelled me to go into the 12-step program.
And you did this on your own? Did anyone kind of make you, or were you like, hey, I need help?
No, like my mom knew what was happening with me, and she kept telling me I need to go to treatment or I needed to do something. And in fact, I went to the 12-step program right after that breakup that I was telling you about. Mm-hmm. And when I went and I checked out, it was an AA meeting, and I went a few times, but I couldn't connect to the people there. I thought it was cultish. I thought it was weird. Mm-hmm. I couldn't like relate to people there. I'm like, no, you guys are like way more messed up than me. And so I kind of judged people, and I said, no, like, let me see if I could do this on my own. And so for 3 more years, I went into a worse and worse addiction. And that's when I became I had the gift of desperation where I just said, okay, like I'm done. I don't know how to cure myself. I need help. And then I found a CA meeting. They used a 12-step program that's in the big book of AA. And so when I met people there and they were telling me like, oh, like I was a crackhead for 20 years. And I'm like, okay, I snort cocaine and 7 years, and I'm not homeless like you or like you were. But if you can recover, right, I can relate to the feeling of powerlessness. I can't stop on my own. And if you can recover using this program, then I think it could possibly work for me. Mm-hmm. So I was a bit more reasonable, humbled because of all the suffering that I'd gone through. And I knew that my mind was working against me. So I kind of made this conscious choice to not listen to what my mind was telling me, which is, okay, like to be doubtful or fearful or to judge the people in the program, but just to like throw all of my ideas out and to do what they told me to do.